So what if I asked you that on a test? So you start with, name the coordinate where the altitude from angle A will intersect CV. You start with the word altitude, right? An altitude's job is to be, y'all are all saying the right answer, but let's just go over it. His job is to be perpendicular to the opposite side. What is the slope of CB? What's the slope of that segment? Undefined. Very good. So if I want to be perpendicular to undefined, what slope would my segment have? 0. Yep. And we know that CB was a vertical line, and we know a horizontal line is perpendicular to a vertical line. So we didn't really have to do any math here. If I were to draw, I'll call it, if I were to draw the altitude from angle A, it would have coordinates 5, 0, and it would be a horizontal segment. Yep, 5, 0. Okay, so that's an altitude hitting the opposite side at a 90-degree angle. Now, what if I wanted you to name the coordinate where the median from angle A will intersect CB? The median this time, which was the one we did on the homework. Good. So don't assume that AD serves as an altitude and a median. Don't assume it's doing two jobs. You have to locate, you have to calculate the midpoint of CB. And you can do that easily by looking at these coordinates. What's the middle of 8 and negative 6? You could actually add them up and divide by 2. What's the middle? 1. So yeah, the median, his coordinate would be 5, 1. I'll do M for median. So that segment is going to look a little bit different. And his job is to bisect the opposite side, is to go through the midpoint. Okay. All right, now I want to find the perpendicular bisector of AC. So look at side AC, a new side that we're focusing on. And it's not even asking me to draw it. It just wants the slope. What if I ask you, what is the slope of the perpendicular bisector of side AC? How would we find that slope? First, we would need to find the slope of, first we would need to find the slope of AC, which is just 1. I don't know if you can tell, rise over run, or you could do the slope formula with the coordinates. The slope is 1, and we know perpendicular means opposite reciprocal. Opposite reciprocal. The opposite reciprocal of 1 would be negative 1. So the slope of the perpendicular bisector would be negative 1. You're saying what point it would go to? Negative 1 is the answer. Okay, last question. Does the altitude, so let me erase what we've got going. Does the brand new question, does the altitude from angle C lie inside or outside ABC? Does the altitude from angle C lie inside or outside ABC? There's a few ways that we could figure this out. What's one way we could figure this out? So kind of what I'm saying is that we are not allowed to eyeball this. Let me extend this right here. So I'm saying, ooh, I can't really tell. Is that 90 degrees? Is that 90 degrees? Is that 90 degrees? I can't tell which one of those is the altitude. How would I figure out which one is the altitude? I see measure, slope. Slope of what? What would we find the slope of? Which segment do we care about the slope of? Good. AB. So AB is the side that we're trying to hit. We might hit it or we might lie outside the triangle. So we need to find the slope of AB. Let's do it. Let's use the slope formula. Delta y over delta x. Are we cool with that? Y minus y divided by x minus x. We're really using coordinate geometry here to answer questions about our special segments. So that's negative 6 over 8. What does that reduce to? Okay, the slope is negative 3/4. Now what do I do? Now what? I forgot what to do next. But an altitude's job is to be perpendicular. An altitude's job. So find the what? Find the what of 3/4. Not just the reciprocal, but the opposite reciprocal. Yes. Or negative reciprocal. Okay, so what's the opposite reciprocal? There you go, Toby. Very good explanation. 4/3. We want to start at angle C, at point C. We want to start at C, and we want to just start traveling 4/3 and see where we land. Here we go. Down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, over 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're not there yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see where this is going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So although I do not know the exact intersection, can't tell if it's perfect or not, I can now answer the question that it will lie inside the triangle. And we achieved that using